Hello, and welcome to Art Snacks. Today we're going to draw a great white shark. And I think we're going to start just up here and kind of make a curve that comes down like this. Okay? I think a lot of people are afraid of great white sharks. And I think a lot of people think that great white sharks eat people all the time. And if you look at the statistics, I think you'll find that you're pretty safe from getting eaten by a great white shark. Most of the time when they snarf someone, it's because they thought they were a seal or they misunderstood. I think most people who know about these things would tell you that you're more likely to be struck by lightning than be attacked by a great white shark. Now there are things you can do to minimize your risk that you should probably do, like don't look like a seal. Some people when they're surfing, they're wearing a wetsuit that looks kind of black and dark like a seal. I think most of the time they just want to hunt and be left alone. If I go too fast ever, just hit the pause button. Catch up. There's a little bulge just right above here in the great white, where, right there, see a little bulge right there. Under that is the great white's eye. And there's just a little bit of a nostril right there. Okay? So far, all my lines are light. I'm going to go ahead and give this guy some gums. Now, if we didn't put any teeth in there, he'd have a hard time eating. And now I'm going to draw the other side of the mouth right there before I start making some really, really sharp teeth. Great white has rows and rows of these teeth. And when one tooth falls out, which happens a lot, another one takes its place. And it just uses lots and lots of teeth through its lifetime. Some gills over here. Okay, I'm going to make this fin just a little bit bigger. And you see I didn't even erase yet because I'm not sure where my shading is going to take me, so I might not have to erase. Put a couple nicks in the old dorsal fin. And now it's time, if I like what I've got so far and I've done my erasing and I've got it just where I want it, it's time to go ahead and commit to some lines. If I want to, I can darken some lines. I'm leaving the other lines light, and I'll know which ones to erase. Now there are markings on this shark just along here that sort of divide the top from the bottom of the shark. And sometimes those markings sort of go up into here. Now let's do some shading. Shade the underside of these two pectoral fins. You see how I never had to erase there? Some people are so busy erasing all the time, they never really draw. And they're so busy worrying about messing up, they don't really enjoy drawing. And I'm saying, don't erase so much. You never know. Mistakes might turn into something that you like. So I'm doing a little shading on his belly. because I want him to look kind of 3D. I'm going to do a little more shading on the top, make that slowly kind of get a little bit lighter. Right along this line here. I'm going to get a little more precise. Do a little shading in here. I could use crayon or colored pencil, but I think I'm just going to stick with pencil on this one. Now finally finish with that eye. Nice and dark. And inside the mouth, between the teeth, we almost got to do some flossing with our pencil. But what this does is make those teeth stand out. Okay. Now we could add a little environment under here. Maybe a little rocky outcropping. Underwater boulders. Kind of change my angle when I do surfaces. I could put other creatures up here, but this gives you the gist that I could, if I wanted, just sort of put a surface here. If you really wanted it to be scary, you could put a little duck swimming up here or a little seabird swimming up here, and you could create sort of a tension that, oh my gosh, that creature better go, because the great white is hunting. I'm going to make this a little darker up here above this line so I can see the difference between the underwater environment and the above water environment. And that's my great white. See you next time.